Okay, this is part two of a video that I was actually doing that I've uploaded to the Mother Wisdom Tree channel. Okay, as you all can see, you all have noticed that I have changed my channel name. And once again, it is because I have matured even more. Okay, so I don't necessarily see things the way I saw them when I was much younger. You understand? So I'm the Mother Wisdom Tree as well as Mother Wisdom. Okay, so I bring wisdom to the channel. I cannot say enough. I will not hold the title witch. Hello? And I will no longer hold the title psychic. Those two typecasts will get you in plenty of trouble. Hello? Let me tell you why I'm not going to use the word psychic anymore. Because when you use the word psychic, people think that, well, you're supposed to already know my first name, my middle name, my last name, everybody in my family's name. You should know everything I did all of my life from childhood. When I was 6 years old, when I was 10 years old, you're supposed to know every detail. You're supposed to know my school teacher's name from the first grade all the way to the time I graduated from college. And really people, people are, and then it makes you question what people think a psychic is. Hello? So I am not going to use that title. If you're looking for a so-called psychic, whatever that means to you, then keep looking. I will go under the word seer because that's what we call them here. But I notice when I talk about things, people adopt what I say and they start walking around talking about it. And they're not even from the South. It's a term that we use here in Alabama. I'm going to go to somebody who can see. You know what I'm saying? So if you bring me an issue, I'm going to be able to see into that issue. I'm not going to use my energy to try to figure out what your teacher name was when you was in the 3rd grade. And you can't even remember it. Okay? I'm retrieving and extracting information and energy from the spirit as well as you. Okay, hello? Now, I'm just using it as an example. I haven't had any people to do anything like that, but I've seen other people go through this. Yeah, like somebody said, I was supposed to have been swept up in the bellies of Hurricane Nate. Y'all, I don't even supposed to be here. I am a walking miracle. That 2017 Hurricane Nate, there was a so-called person that was supposed to be a psychic said that I was going to be swept up in the belly of Nate. They were really looking forward to my demise. And it was a epic fail, and egg was all over the face of this particular individual. And I think that they need to adopt the word seer too, but they're not from this region, so for them to adopt the word seer, I know definitely it's because they have been under my teachings and guidance. Okay, so now anyways, that's not necessarily what this video is about. Sometimes I take a lot of shots, a lot of hits, y'all, so sometimes you're gonna hear me venting out of a bit of frustration. Always remember that I am human. If I could speak another language for only my family to be able to understand, or those who were potentially coming to my family, best better believe I would. Because speaking other languages, they're codes, only to be meant to be heard by those who are in a similar soul group or soul family. Hello? Hello? Okay. As I coined it. I be hearing that all on the radio stations now. Like, whoa, gosh. I heard Reese said, boom, snakalaka. I was like, wow. Now, don't get me wrong. We already know that people been saying boom, shakalaka. But not like I said, boom, shakalaka. I mean, they doing it exactly like I do it. It's just really strange and everything. That's why I was saying on the last video, we're leaving a digital, those who are chosen now, a digital imprint, okay, everywhere we go. We're what you call silent leaders, invisible leaders. My Patreons, do not get discouraged. I did a live hangout as a test run the other night, and I am getting ready to go back in the studio back there and do a video, especially for my Patreons, okay? please visit me on my Patreon. I'm going to try to get the links all pasted up on some of my videos. I have the Patreon link, but you know, I'm working on a tablet or on a cell phone is not taking care of business. Business is being taken care of on laptops and desktops. That's where you do most of your work on your channel. You know what I'm saying? You can paste links. I think you can with these devices like cell phones and what you call this thing here, tablet. But it's much more convenient to do it personally on a desktop. I mean on a desktop or a laptop. Okay. Thank you to all of you all who came out to visit Mama on that Google Hangout. It wasn't a live, it was a Google. Okay, as I was saying on the last video, I had a lot of lag time on Google Hangout. I was having some difficulty going live. They were saying something about an encoder or something like that, which I don't know what an encoder is, okay? But what I can do, I can still go live from, I probably go live from my cell phone. I cannot go live, figure out how to go live on my tablet for nothing, okay? I don't understand this. This is a Samsung Galaxy something, this 17-inch. I think it's about, not necessarily 17-inch. It may be a good 12. It's a pretty large thing. Excuse me, y'all. Got a little bit of cold in my throat because they got these chemtrails and stuff, and that's what I'm finna get to talking about. But any whoosies. Okay. Okay, so any whoosies. Oh, I didn't know the entourage was back. Okay. But anyways, I was just reading over a message right here. Okay, excuse me for talking about that. But I have something that I want to talk about. I want to talk about got to clear my throat, y'all. Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. I want to talk about something, y'all. I want to talk about what's getting ready to happen. What is happening right now. It's a lot of stuff happening, so y'all need to keep your eyes open. Y'all, I want y'all to listen to me. There's some crazy shit going on. Let me pull this up. Okay. Thank you, baby. Look, y'all. And I ain't talking about the ones that are normal. I'm not talking about you normal people. The normal people are the people that wear the wigs and all of that on their heads. And I'm not talking about women who are natural under their wigs or who are natural under the synthetic plattings. I'm not necessarily 100% talking about y'all, okay? I'm talking about these folks that are caught up in the world with these Maybelline products, CoverGirl products, Clairol, Dark and Lovely products and stuff like that. That are they're followers. That's what they are. They just follow what everybody else do. If everybody else do it, they do it. They're perfect molds to fit in molds. Hello, they're just molds. You understand? You can easily form them into whatever you want. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people in my group. Listen, y'all. Listen. It's time to wake up out of the sleeping slumber. These people ain't playing. These mad scientists are not playing with our asses. Hello? Y'all get the fuck up. We need to be getting the fuck up out of Babylon first, okay? Because this motherfucker is falling. They are ready to reduce the population. It ain't happening fast enough. They want the fucking land back. Hello? This is why they done burned up so many houses over there in California. The Asians want that. The Asians got that. Matter of fact, I think the Asians own the land. I think the Asians even own our souls. They have just sold our souls over to another handler. Hello? And it's true. And somebody was asking me, Mama, well, how do we break out of this? How do we get our souls back? How we retrieve our souls back so we won't keep coming back and forth? And see, if you ain't on this level, please don't try to understand this. Now, if you're not open-minded, go and find something else to do. Hello? Because some folks ain't over here for the food. Some folks over here for the drama. And if you coming over here for some drama, you have come to the wrong place. I'm around here trying to prepare my family for this big shift, man, that's happening right now before your very eyes. And that motherfucking door, that window finna close, and I don't want it to slam. We don't want that shit to slam right on us trying to get up out of this shit, man. We trying to retrieve our fucking souls, you know, get our souls back, let alone we talking about this physical slavery. And a lot of people say, well, you know, we own our own souls. Don't nobody own my soul. Yes, they do. Anytime somebody determine how, I mean, anytime, listen, look, someone is determining your fate here, okay? So if somebody determining your fate, then they own your soul. Let me break it down even more because you still don't understand. What I mean about this is this: you do not decide when you're going to exit this place. Even if you say, I'm going to commit suicide and you are successful with it, how do you know you're not following the commands of your handler? Your handler could have told you to kill yourself this particular date. July 1989. I don't know. I'm just coming up with an event. Now, I'm just gonna be careful because I'm not gonna call out a future event, because when I do so, it winds up happening. Because I'm what you call, and a lot of people say, well, she thinks so highly of herself. Oh, I sure do. I think very highly of myself. Hello? I believe that I do have the ability in a sense. Now, sometimes I'm just calling out events that are going to happen. But also we can influence, and see, we all have that ability. I'm not talking about people outside the circle. I'm just talking about the people in my group, you know, because I know your potential. I feel your potential. You have the ability to speak certain events into existence. Not all of you all, but some of you all. And we call those author authority people. These people can write books, like the woman who wrote the book The Titania. And so many years, 12 years later, than the Titanic with a C. The difference is one had a C at the end, the other had an A at the end. And the event unfolded exactly like she said it. So we call these people author authorities. I have author authority when I do certain things. You speak things into existence. I can paint things. I paint things into existence. So we have to be very careful because it'll happen exactly like you said, Will. Just like this young lady, they told everybody to write a little short story. She wrote a short story in high school about an event about 3 kids dying in a drunk driver car wreck, and sure enough, it happened to her 2 weeks later. She died in a drunk driver. She's an author authority and didn't even know it. Even named the characters in her short story after her name and her friend's name. And it happened exactly the way she said it. Look, so we got to be very careful, you know, what we speak into existence. Look, I done forgot what I was finna talk about because there's so many things that I do need to talk about. So be careful with that. But I was gonna get to something juicy, and shoot, I done forgot about what that's going to be. And I was saying in the last video, I am not going under no title. And shoot, I probably did that at the beginning of this video because they back to back. The other video, I didn't have enough time, so it just cut me off at 19 minutes. So I just said I was gonna come back. But just in case I said it on the beginning of this video, y'all please forgive me. But I ain't going under no psychic, and I ain't going under no witch name. I ain't going under none of them. They typecast. Once again, psychic means they think you're supposed to know their whole life story. Just everything that happened to them. You understand? I go under seer. Okay? That's what we call them here in Alabama. I am a seer. I can look into some events. We could talk about it from there. Okay? I don't want to go under witch because witch is typecast. Witch is, is a cast. And it just don't sit well with me anymore. I go under root doctor, root worker, because I work with herbs. I'm an herbalist, as they modern day people call it. I work with the roots. I think that plant life is very powerful magic. You understand what I'm saying? The herbs, the roots, those are very powerful uh, uh, entities. Okay. So anyway, so that's what I go under: root worker, seer, and y'all call them hoodoo practitioners. That's y'all modern day terms. Conjurers. Y'all call them a conjurer. Sometimes I say conjure, but back in the days, we didn't call ourselves no conjure. That's some old terms that other people used back in the day. Don't get me wrong, but shoot, we be like, I'm going to somebody who worked on roots. I'm going to a root doctor. I'm going to the love doctor. I'm going to, you see, those are terms they use. So hoodoo and conjure, those are real new terms. I just know I've never heard them growing up as a kid, you know. As a child growing up and stuff like that, I would always hear him say, I'm going to somebody that can see. Or I'm going down here to this the root man. You see the root woman, the root doctor, the root worker. Okay, so this is terminology here we use. I got folks moving to Alabama. Y'all gonna be disappointed when you get here, because when you get here, people don't openly talk about this. Folks talk about getting to the church. This is Bible Belt. Certain things they don't tolerate here in Alabama. Okay, things you may be used to doing out west, and you open-minded and stuff. This is not an open-minded place. Okay. This is a place, not necessarily like a lot of people say they still believe a lot of lynching is going on, and there's a lot of prejudice going on and all of that. A lot of that has changed here for Alabama. We still fly a rebel flag. So, you know, it's you ride down the street, that rebel flag. Not ride down the street, but, well, you know, you go in some neighborhoods, like over here where I'm at, you know, people fly their rebel flags. You don't want to be in Arab, Alabama. You ain't finna buy no house in Arab, Alabama if you different. Being different is being black. Being different is being anything outside of what they accept here, okay? And you ain't finna live in them areas. So, yeah. Some places in Alabama, rural places in Alabama, some rural places in Alabama ain't no joke. You can get hurt. Hello? But overall, as long as you stay in your place here, and you don't go too far outside of the culture, you'll do fine. Okay? You'll do fine. Because this is a place, Alabama's a family-oriented state. Very family-oriented. Traditional family-oriented. And black people and white people do get along well. Our population is changing because there are quite a few Guatemalans here, and they're Guatemalans, they're Latin Americans that are here, and it's changing relationships amongst all of us. A lot of tension is coming off of us as they integrate. It's changing drastically. Matter of fact, that population is growing faster than the white population and black population. So eventually, I doubt if it will be many whites or blacks in the state of Alabama as this change come about. But no, this is a family-oriented state. You can't come here wild like you can in Louisiana. Like in Louisiana, like you go to New Orleans, you can be whoever you want to fucking be. Hell, you can be Batman if you want to, or the Black Panther. You can be who the fuck you want. Superman, walk around with a Superman cape and outfit on. Hey, you welcome, you loved, but you can't do that here. If you do this, here you going to feel funny. You're going to feel like you're doing something wrong because they're going to let you know you're doing something wrong. Hello? But that's not necessarily what I said. All of that to say what? Don't come to Alabama if you thinking you're gonna come here. Cause see, I'm influencing a lot of people to come here, and so when they get here, they get disappointed. I heard that someone said that they intentionally moved here in Alabama because the way I made hoodoo seem so fascinating, they just wanted a part of it. And when they got here, they got disappointed because they saw to see the real world. They're like, dang, it ain't nothing like she said. Yeah, I know who you are. But anyway, so now I'm in a rural setting and stuff, and I think in a rural setting and stuff like that, it'll make you feel a whole lot better to be here, because, in a rural setting, get you some land if you come to Alabama, if you can afford it, because the land down here is about $90,000. Anything under that is a subdivision with restrictions, and you have to build, and you can't put a trail on it, you got restrictions. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at some property. They want $90,000 for it. You can do whatever you want, unrestricted, and you make monthly payments of $1,000 a month. I wish I could afford that. I think it was 1,000. Was it 1,000? Was it 1,000? I think it was $1,000 a month. But anyway, look. Reason why I came here is because, once again, we need to get the fuck about this country. We need to lead this motherfucker. I wonder why they making it so difficult to go to Cuba. I wanted to go to Cuba, and it's sitting out here telling me that I got to have a passport, got to been unheld for 6 months, okay? Which I don't have a birth certificate. So I have been having a hard time getting a passport because I don't have a birth certificate. And my mom never got a mock birth certificate for me. And that state of Alabama has a sealed birth certificate, some kind of birth certificate and a seal that cannot be used. It's all not authentic, so it leaves me in the middle here. Because like I was telling y'all, they said I was born in 1972, and I was not. I was born in 1967, according to the original birth certificate, which is in a vault sealed. So they was giving me trouble with that. So I'm trying to get a passport. I got to been held for 6 months in order to get out and get a visa to go to Cuba. Do y'all hear me? And it's pressing on me to go there because I know for sure Cuba is calling me. Okay, it's something in that. I don't know what it is. I'm going to talk to y'all about one of my past lives, that I woke up to when I went to a hypnotist, a hypnotherapist. But I do that on Patreon. Look, y'all, can I talk to y'all? This is why I really am here. Look. There's a man missing. Get y'all asses up out of Atlanta. Run for your motherfucking lives. Get the fuck. What the fuck are we waiting on? If you in Atlanta. I'm sorry if you in Atlanta. If you are in Fulton County, DeKalb, all of them little surrounding areas, like, shoot, I can't even think, man. I used to live in Atlanta. If you in Lawrence, you in all them different places, you better Alpharetta, Buckhead, you better get your ass up out them damn places. And I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Oh Lord, don't tell me I lost it. It's a man missing, y'all. Now CDC carries some of the most dangerous, do you hear me, microbial agents that they have created in a laboratory that you can ever imagine. They hold the bubonic plague up in that motherfucker. If that shit get unleashed, shit, all our asses is gone. Do you hear me? They hold everything, all kind of strands of plagues, polio and shit, resistance to vaccines, rhinoviruses, retroviruses. Viruses are more dangerous than anything, if you ask me. Anthrax. All that shit in the CDC. That's in Atlanta. Look up the Guidestone. What y'all waiting on? Get the fuck out of there. And I'm scared myself because I ain't no more than a couple of hours away from that place. 2 hours. When I say scared, I ain't saying little scared. I'm saying almost. I'm 2 hours from Atlanta, Georgia. You don't want to be close to that place. The reason why I'm talking about it, there was a man missing. Okay? That worked at the CDC. And his name was Timothy Cunningham. Oh. Thank you, baby. This news feed was 4 hours ago. Missing CDC. Please don't play that ad. Missing CDC employee Timothy Cunningham was upset about being denied promotion. Timothy Cunningham, an employee of the United States Public Health Service, reportedly made a strange comment. Hang on 1 minute, y'all. Let me put them on hold for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna call him back. He made a strange comment to his neighbor before he disappeared almost 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. So, hell, I'm trying to see how to find out what that was. Atlanta police elaborated on the conditions surrounding the disappearance of missing CDC epidemiologist Timothy Cunningham on Tuesday, telling reporters at a news conference that the chronic disease researcher was passed up for a promotion at work shortly before he vanished. He had been informed the previous Monday that he was not getting a promotion, but the explanation occurred on the morning of February 12th, said Major Michael O'Connor of the Atlanta Police shortly after the meeting, explaining that he told his supervisor that he wasn't feeling well and decided to go home. Cunningham, 35, has been missing since that afternoon. Investigators have repeatedly said that there is no evidence of foul play, but his family said the disappearance is highly unusual for the Harvard graduate who worked on teams involved in treating the Ebola and Zika crisis. The man's keys, cell phone, wallet, and identification cards have all been located at his house. Most ominously, his beloved dog was also found home alone. Poor baby, hope he had something in there to eat. The case has stumped Atlanta investigators and Cunningham's family and colleagues. Since the man's disappearance, police have formed a search party scouring the woods near his home to no avail. The circumstances, I'm going to do a reading. Okay, come on, readers. We need to do a reading and find out where Mr. Cunningham is, okay? The circumstance, I'm talking about the women in my group. I got some excellent readers. Let's do some videos. The circumstances of this one, just beyond the fact that he is a CDC employee, just as a general person, are unusual in that everything that you would need to sustain yourself is at his house. O'Connell told reporters. There is no real explanation for that. I got one for it. Police said Cunningham called his mother on the morning of February 12th, but received no answer. Police said Cunningham called his mother, but received no answer, and he didn't leave a message. His family rushed to his house later that evening, at which time they first suspected something to be amiss. A witness has come forward and described a bizarre conversation with Cunningham on the day of his disappearance. He told my husband to tell his wife me to erase his cell phone number from my cell phone, Viviana Torrey told CBS News. That shit didn't make no sense. Okay, so anyway, let's talk, y'all. Y'all see the kind of shit this man worked with? Or he worked with? Ebola and the Zika virus. What the hell did your motherfucking ass... Look, let me tell you something. Y'all better stop believing in this fairy tale world. Like I can sit down and talk to my daughter and get this in her head. She had the nerves to tell me that God make the sun come out, God make it rain, and God make the wind blow, and God is in charge of all of this. Me and her got to talk, because that did not sit well with me. Because I don't know, and she know I did not raise her like that. But anyway, I ain't talking about that right now. That's a whole nother conversation. Okay? Me and her got to talk. The oldest girl, we got to talk. That don't even sound like right. Have you been hijacked? Okay, that's a whole nother video. But look, y'all. Unless we created the Ebola virus on this soil of the United States of America, what the hell is the Ebola virus, the Ebola or Ebola virus doing on American soil? Thank you, baby. I want y'all to sit down and think that over. Okay? All these different viruses, I'm trying to tell y'all, they make them over here in the United States of America. This is the most evilest country to the whole wide world. And it's going to have to be destroyed. We need to be getting our asses up out of here. But you know we ain't going nowhere. And they're going to have some strict restrictions on us to keep us from going outside this motherfucker because we are fucking collateral. Look up the straw man's theory and look up all of this stuff. You own by banks and shit. They don't want us to leave. Okay? So, the reason why I said leave Atlanta is because, and those surrounding areas, because if he did not feel well, what did they do to him? Because you know they did something to him. Hello? Now, if he got one of them old plagues on him, and they done released him out there in the population somewhere, I don't know. I doubt if it's that. Maybe they silenced him. Maybe he held captive somewhere. I don't know. But that CDC facility ain't nothing to play with. They really need to burn that building up. For all. What you need with them deadly viruses? For the love of the big great mama. What you need with that? Can somebody explain to me why we are growing? Why are these mad scientists? Because see, that was a mad scientist right there. Hello? Mr. Cunningham was a mad scientist. Okay? And there's plenty of them in there. Y'all should refuse to work in them motherfucking places. Because they going to unleash them plagues, y'all. Why are you harvesting deadly viruses and deadly microbial agents? Why are you? Get out of that place. Too many people there, and they're doing gentrification over there anyways. Man, I hate I don't have much time. My time is up. Yeah, gentrification is taking place there and in New Orleans. You ain't gonna be able to hardly stay in the place. Don't be talking about you going to move no New Orleans, no Atlanta, because you ain't gonna be able to afford to do it. You got to be wealthy to live in them places. And I wouldn't want to live in Atlanta, no way. Not with all of that stuff they got growing in those laboratories. I feel like I'm too close to the place. Hello? So anyways, where's Mr. Cunningham, y'all? Any thoughts? Do they have him in prison? Because they know they inoculated his ass with something. So they got him in isolation. Is he dead? Okay. Did they release him in the population somewhere to go out and infect other people? I'm just wondering. I just want to hear y'all take on it. Okay, anyways, goodbye. Rate and subscribe.